We're here today at Competitive Edge Sports. We thank Mr. Gately for having us here, making awareness of joint legislation, frankly. We have sudden cardiac arrest, House Bill 1610, which is a bill that not only is a prevention tool that we're going to be running in Harrisburg, but certainly an awareness tool. We are actually in Representative Tim Briggs' district at Competitive Edge, and he has been working for the last 3 years on a concussion bill. Certainly another one that is a severe danger to our athletes and youth athletes, and we're dubbing this Students Awareness Month, I guess, here in our two districts. And we are certainly glad to be here. Welcome Representative Tim Briggs, not to just his district, but to here this morning, and thank him for having us here. Why don't we talk about your concussion bill? I know you've been working on it for 3 years. I know it's taken a lot of political muscle to do, and I think we're going to get it done. What does your bill do?
Well, the issue is education and awareness with youth athletes regarding brain injuries and concussions. I started working on this in the summer of 2009 when a young mom came to me concerned about her son starting to play youth football. And I started doing some research. I was a hockey player growing up, and a concussion to me was really something that you just drank some cold water and took a couple deep breaths and you just get back and playing. And the more I started researching, it really is a significant issue when it comes to your long-term success as a student. It affects your learning, it affects your concentration. So I really wanted to come up with a bill that would emphasize educating parents like myself, educating coaches, and giving the tools to the people who are best situated to protect our student athletes. And if a kid does get a concussion or suspected of a concussion, they'd be removed from the game, removed from practice, until they'd get the proper, appropriate written clearance from a healthcare professional to really make sure that the concussion is managed appropriately and they can get back into playing and school as quickly as possible. So that's the bulk of the concussion bill.
I think both of us are parents, and I think some of the natural reactions of the coach or parents, depending on who the athlete is to wash up, clean off, and get back in the game. And I think that we have seen the results of this have been fatal to a lot of youth. I mean, sudden cardiac arrest is the #1 killer of our youth athletes. And in the background here today, we have a number of high school girls basketball teams that are showing their talent off to college scouts that are here from all across the coast, not just here in Pennsylvania. And that's the backdrop to this segment of our show. And we just thank Tim for being here. We thank him for all his work. I mean, both of our bills have bipartisan support. Both of our bills we anticipate being signed into law later this fall. This is not one of these shows that the bill will never end. But we are very thankful to all that have been involved in this, including Simon's Fund, which you'll hear more about later in the show, which certainly with the loss of their son has started a website, started greater opportunities for other athletes to have scanning, because in both cases there are opportunities to save children's lives in both pieces of legislation, and that's what this is all about.